Hi everybody, I'm Taz with Taz Exotics, and in today's episode we are going to be pulling more eggs from our highlands, and we're also going to be debuting their tadpole that has developed. He's a cool little guy, he's growing every day, so we're excited to show you that stuff, so stay tuned. Okay, so the highlands did not lay up in the bromeliads this time. They actually laid right there on the leaf. So we are going to pull those eggs, and then we are going to show you their tadpoles. So like last time, I'm going to take my trusty egg scooper, which is a plastic spoon, and this one's going to be a little bit tougher because I don't want to take the leaf out because I like the way that it looks. And we are just going to try to scoop the eggs gently into the petri dish. I think I see 2 eggs. And there, on there. There they come. Just like that. I don't know if you can see them or not. And there they are. We'll see how they develop. Okay, everybody, this is our Highland tadpole so far. You can see that he's developing. He's actually, you can see his little yellow nose. So he's going to start looking like his parents. He is just living in a little petri dish right now with an Indian almond leaf in it for cover and to help the water. This is what we call Tadpole Tea. And what it is just spring water that you boil Indian almond leaves in. And the Indian almond leaves make the water full of nutrients and vitamins and minerals that are beneficial to the frog to drink and to live in. And that's what he's doing now. So he's, what, 2 weeks old? Something like that. So he'll live in here for the next, 4 months or so. And hopefully he becomes a very pretty, healthy Sorensis Highlands. Okay, guys, so I got a couple of questions from people that want to know how we set up our dart frogs and also what are the dart frogs eating. So just a couple of things. This is a pretty simple enclosure that I have set up here. It's just a Leap enclosure that I purchased from Leap. They're very lightweight and it seems to hold humidity pretty well. Okay, this is a bioactive enclosure. Okay, and what that means is this is a self-sustaining living ecosystem within my house, which is pretty cool. Seems difficult to come up with, but it's not, I promise. If you want your own bioactive enclosure, okay, this is how you're going to want to do it. So at the bottom of my enclosure, you're going to have what they call a false bottom. Your false bottom is a drainage layer that all the excess water that you're providing for your plants and your frogs, if it gets oversaturated, will fall down to, okay? So the water sits down here, creates beneficial bacteria within the clay balls. These are clay balls. They're about 2.5 to 3 inches thick, okay? Next layer is a screen mesh, which separates the false bottom from the substrate. Substrate meaning your dirt and all that type of stuff. Then you have your leaf litter, which your frogs can hide into, and you also have, what makes it bioactive is your bioactive bugs, your isopods, and your springtails, okay? So yes, there are bugs that live in here. The frogs do eat some of them. A lot of them will reproduce and create a nice thick colony of them. What they do is they eat the frog poop, okay, and they break the frog poop down into the soil, which is like fertilizer. And yes, like I said, the frogs will eat them. Springtails are these little guys. I'll show you a springtail culture that I have. So those little white things moving around are springtails. You can find them in your own backyard, in the soil. They're found all over the place, and you can see they kind of jump, which is why they're called springtails. But these are one of the things that make the terrarium bioactive, okay? Now, what we feed our dart frogs. This is what you call a fruit fly culture, okay? These are called Melangascar fruit flies. Now they're bred to be flightless fruit flies. As you can see, some natural, regular flight fruit flies spoiled my party a little bit. Okay, so there are some in here that are flying, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. So this is about 2.5 weeks old, and it is doing really well. Oh no. So what I do is I just dump a bunch of these fruit flies into a feeding container, and I add calcium supplements and minerals to it, and then I toss it in for the dart frogs. And they boom about every 2 weeks or so, and that's what I use. I make 2 of these a week, and they're very easy to make. I'll make a video for that later, but that's kind of how we feed our dart frogs. So while I'm here, let me show you some of the pteropodos, if I can find any. Of course, they're out all day, and then they hear me talking, and they're like, get me out of here. Where are you guys? Oh, there's one. These guys are so cool. They're out all the time, just hopping around. And these are a thumbnail. And as you can see, that's kind of why they're called a thumbnail, because they're really little and they're very fast. These guys are pretty variable. Some of them go, you know, yellow, blue legs. Here's a guy up here, came out of the bromeliad. Just a pretty cool dart frog. There's one in here that's bigger than the others, and it's got green legs, and it's just so cool. But like I said, they're just hiding so well right now. But yeah, so that's an update on my video. Hope you enjoy, and I will make more videos to come. Thank you.